Hey everybody, Justin Senior here, and welcome to the Instagram Influencers section of the Instagram Bootcamp. We're going to talk all about using influencers for our benefit in our Instagram marketing campaigns. And I'm going to tell you about the core strategy first, all about influencers. And Instagram influencing or influencer marketing right now is definitely one of the hottest forms of paid traffic out there. It's kind of an unofficial form of marketing, right? It's not something that is really supported by Instagram. It's not something that's frowned upon by them, but it's not something that you're going to find on the Instagram platform in terms of like a service that you could pay through the platform. This is kind of more unofficial. You have to do a lot of digging, a lot of research, a lot of reaching out, negotiations, stuff like that. Tracking is all on you. And I'm going to walk you through all the different kind of processes that lead up to having this core strategy for Instagram influencer marketing. But it's one that right now is very super powerful. So I want you to, again, just like everything in this course, take quick and decisive action. Go ahead and kind of learn this strategy and then put it to action ASAP. So we're going to, of course, leverage the power of recommendations and celebrity to drive traffic and build branding. And I do want to be clear here. This doesn't necessarily mean we have to have a celebrity like Kim Kardashian or Tom Brady to promote our product. Those are going to be incredibly expensive, very hard to find. A lot of kind of red tape to jump through. Celebrity on Instagram does not mean the typical celebrity that you're thinking that would be on like Entertainment Weekly or star in a Hollywood movie. Okay, a celebrity, and I told you about the different types of accounts in one of the first videos in this program. There's going to be niche celebrities. There's going to be niche accounts. There's going to be these kind of mid-level quote-unquote influencers that shouldn't even really get the term celebrity. But those are the types of accounts that we're going to use, we're going to leverage to kind of create this Instagram influencer outreach. Just be very clear here. This doesn't mean you need to reach out to a mega star who's making $100 million a year. Okay, you can get a lot of great results with these kind of generic niche accounts, with these mid-level influencers that have between 10 and 250,000 followers. Those will do a great deal of success for you, and they won't cost you an arm and a leg. Okay, and the reason why this works is that 92% of consumers report that word-of-mouth recommendation is the leading reason they buy a product or service, okay? Let me repeat that. 92% of consumers report that word-of-mouth recommendation, right? Not marketing messaging, not banner ads, not Facebook ads, not email marketing, not direct mail, not billboards on the side of a highway, right? Word-of-mouth recommendation is the leading reason they buy a product or service. And basically what Instagram influencer marketing is I don't want to use the word trick, but we're tricking the customer into thinking that our influencer is recommending the product. Okay, that's as simple as it is. It's otherwise known as a sponsored post. It's basically going to be where we leverage that celebrity to basically recommend our product to his or her audience. Okay, and obviously the bigger the audience, the more engaged their audience is, the more powerful our influencer marketing will be. So that's why it's so important, and that's why I'm going to really show you how to kind of vet different accounts, how to know which accounts are worth your time and, more importantly, worth your money, how much money you should be spending there. And I'm going to go over all of the different portions that make up this strategy. And in fact, it's a 6-step process to building this strategy. And we're going to have videos for each one of these processes. And first one is identify. Obviously, that means identifying who you want to do your influencer marketing. And then you're going to have to do outreach, right? You need to go ahead and reach out to them. You need to figure out a price, right? Again, this is not Instagram sponsored. There's not going to be a price that Instagram lists. It's not about bidding or cost per conversion or anything like that. Typically, it's going to be a flat rate price that you're going to negotiate. You need to talk about, or we need to talk about the post design, right? What are they going to post? Is it going to be a photo? Is it going to be a video? Are you going to make the caption? Are they going to make the caption to be in their own language, right, in their own kind of voice? Or are you going to dictate what you want to, what you want them to talk about, right? Tracking, right? Tracking is a huge thing, right? Whenever you're doing paid advertising, how do you know that something works? Well, you need to have your tracking set up. I'll show you how to do that. And then last but not least, I'll talk about the challenge of scaling, right? Scalability with influencer marketing is definitely an issue, but there are definitely some ways for you to leverage the data that you get out of the tracking from your first couple of Instagram influencer marketing experiments to then go ahead and figure out how you're going to scale that later on. So there's some different things that you want to consider, and we'll cover all these in depth in the various sections inside this influencer section of the bootcamp. And you want to figure out what is their engagement rate. I have a nice little formula and kind of a little grid that you can refer to make sure that their accounts are actually legitimate. And I mean, a big issue is you'll find some big accounts, they might have 50, 60, 70% of their follower count. Let's say they have 1 million followers, maybe 700,000 of those are fake, right? And there's a very, very easy way for us to tell that formulaically. How much should I pay, right? That's a big consideration. Again, it's not like a bid or a cost per conversion. You need to give a flat rate almost every single time for these posts. How do I track the results, right? Again, paid ads, if you're not tracking, then you're never going to succeed. And how do I scale it? Those are going to be the things, or these are going to be the questions that you'll be able to answer once you go through the various sections of Instagram influencer marketing in the Senior Instagram Bootcamp. So go ahead, get started, jump into the next videos, and you're really going to love this section.